Welcome back, guys. We are almost done, almost through the winter. We have sold quite a bit of dry corn. If we look, we have about 200, roughly 200 liters, 200,000 liters of dry corn. But we've sold all the we sold all the dry corn that were in these bins over here. And then we've sold, I think it was about 200,000 liters that was over at New Horizons that was already done. So we've sold all that. Our profit was about $2 million. I think it was a little over like 2.1. I don't remember if I was recording at that time after I transported the grain or not. But we had that, and then we made some upgrades to the farm, some big purchases, which obviously brought us down to a little over 500,000. So once we sim it up until the day, I'll take you a walk around the farm and show you what we added. The main thing we concentrated on was storage for this year, especially soybeans, because I think we're going to go all soybeans since we still have all that corn that's drying. There's no point in my eyes, harvesting any more corn that's just going to have to sit around and wait even longer to dry, even though we did upgrade our bins to dry corn. I think soybeans is what we'll concentrate on this year. When summer comes, I think once the prices go up for soybeans and dry corn, probably right around the second part of summer is when dry corn goes up, and I think it's the same for soybeans. Yeah. So right around that time, I think we're going to sell off whatever we have dried when it comes to corn, and maybe all of our soybeans. It will free up some storage space, but I don't think we're going to use all of our storage space because I will show you why. But it's coming to the daytime, so we'll let the game sink. And then I'll give you a walk around of the, not new farmland, but we'll say upgraded farm. All right, so over here we still got, this is all the same. Still got the two buildings, auger storage. These silos are still here. The silo that used to be out there that we originally stored majority of our soybeans, we have taken that down. We've brought those augers over here, and I'll show you where those are. But we're gonna cultivate over that, and it's just gonna be part of the field, that little section over there. So obviously over here at our entrance is where we made the big purchases this year. Is we paid to have a grain complex, is what I would call it, installed. So this was the majority of the cost. I think it came out to a little over 1.5 million. But it is a ton of storage space for us. And then we got the little shed out here where we can watch or hang out while we're loading up or transferring from bin to bin. So that is going to be a huge upgrade for us. All of our soybeans are going to be there. We might store, we have a couple wet bins. We might store the corn there until we can transfer it up to New Horizons to get it dried. And then we also installed 4 more grain bins over here that do have the fans in them that will slowly dry the corn also. So that will help that situation out, especially if we, like we did this year, we filled up New Horizons dryer and their bins up there. So it's just kind of a waiting game until all that's done. But this was the main purchase for the year. We'll go out, get a little overhead view of it. Still got the same driveway. This used to be field, I think 70 or 71. And we ended up planting grass in it. And then chose to build on there. So we do have this open space. So if we do either need more bins, we can throw them in there, or maybe a building. I'm not sure. I think during the summer, if we do make some good money, I'm looking at possibly upgrading some equipment, maybe getting our own combine, or adding some storage somewhere. With the equipment, though, if we do get more equipment, we don't really have any spots to store it, so a building of some sort will probably have to be required. I'm not totally sure where that would go, but obviously finding a space to put in a new building is a good problem to have. There's many other problems that we could have that wouldn't be so great, but also with the amount of fields we have still, and based off last year, it does cost us quite a bit to seed those and fertilize those. We aren't going to throw lime. We did it last year, so it's going to be a little cheaper this year, but it's still going to cost us quite a bit to plant and fertilize. So we're going to have to save a little bit of that. Other than that, we're still using or still leasing the same fields as we did last year. Again, we're going to no-till pretty much all of our soybean fields with soybeans again. I think we're going to do all soybeans. We might do 1 or 2 fields with corn, but with the amount of corn we still have, I think we're not going to do probably any corn this year, but again, we'll see when planting comes around. Maybe some plans change, but that's going to be the update for the farm currently. So stay tuned. In no time, it's early spring already, but in no time we will probably start planting, and we'll go from there.